Calling a special meeting of the Terrebonne Parish Council to order. Please rise for an invocation by Council Secretary Ms. Chauvin. A pledge of allegiance by Council Clerk Mr. Labatt.
Our Father in heaven, through the intercession of Our Lady of Prompt Succor, spare us during this hurricane season from all harm. Protect us and our homes from all disasters of nature. Our Lady of Prompt Succor, hasten to help us. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Roll call, please, Ms. Chauvin.
Ms. Williams.
Here.
Mr. Hebert. Ms. Cavalier. Mr. Pizzolotta. Mr. Kevin Voisin. Mr. Clayton Voisin. Mr. Sehan. Mr. Lambert. Mr. Tillman. You have a quorum, ma'am.
Thank you. Item 1, presentation by the Terrebonne Levee and Conservation District Board regarding the preliminary design for various features for the Marganza to the Gulf Hurricane Protection Project. Mr. Alfred.
So we can get this to work this time. Huh? Oh, it's fixed. Thank you, Madam Chair. Well, it's going to be real short and sweet. You know, the presentation we gave the other night, I think pretty much explained everything that we're planning on doing. I'll go over it real quick. Last night at our meeting, we unanimously approved proceeding, of course, somewhat contingent upon y'all approval, on the projects we presented to y'all the last time I was here. And what those were, you know, and basically was to go to final design on Reach H3. Of course, we're going to construction right now. Excuse me, we're under construction with H3. H2, and go to construction. Pointe-au-Chien, tie-in levee, Bush Canal, barge structure, and Placid Canal barge structure. Of course, again, because we have the permits on those structures and lifts. And the rest of them, along the lines of Reach J2, J3, H&C interim barge structure, Grand Caillou Bayou barge structure, Reach F, Reach G1, Reach H1, Reach E, Reach G2, was to move forward with the preliminary design and the final design. So to do the engineering work on those that we do not have a permit on. So as we continue, again, to get further along, I think the last time we came here, the last time we came here was basically to provide for preliminary engineering reports for levee reaches E, F, G, H1, H2, and J3, and for the movable barge structures, Grand Caillou, Houma Navigational Canal, Placid Canal, Bush Canal, Bayou Pointe-au-Chien, and of course we finished that and we're moving to the next step now. So that's where we're at. And again, it was unanimously approved by my board last night. I apologize for our being a little bit maybe unprepared last time, but here we are and ready for y'all approval so that we can move forward and get this done.
Thank you, Mr. Alfred, and thank you for not breaking our mic.
Thank you.
Item 2 is public comments on the proposed project. I actually have one speaker card,
Okay.
Mr. Reggie Berg.
Reggie Berg, 4632A Country Drive, Berg, Louisiana. I'm here in opposition to this resolution, and pretty much to reiterate what I've said in the past, and it's about levee subsidence and foundation and the geotechnical work that was done in the past. And if we're looking back at just last Wednesday night when the Corps made its presentation, and it had to add another 100,000 cubic feet of dirt to the Suzy Canal extension levee down in Grand Caillou. Now, we have another one similar to that, or maybe even greater, in Lower Ward 7, above Boudreaux Canal. Now, I got these geotechnical reports by public records from the levee board. This one is for Morganza, this one is for Ward 7. And basically it shows that up to a depth of about 40, 50 feet, there are, let's see, soft clay with sand pockets, and even further down with wood and roots mixed in it. And that makes for a combination of a continued settlement for an extended period of time. In this presentation, and even in the past, the levee board, and even you all, which you have done, have not addressed that topic specifically in design. And basically what I'm hearing you saying is, if it sank, we're just gonna haul more dirt. And if it sinks, we're gonna haul more dirt. And I refer back to the Ward 7 levee sinking 6 feet. Now, in this, I asked for some accountability, in a sense, where you look at the design, you look at what the term they use, science and technology, education. You look at experience in what engineering has developed to address those kinds of issues. Are we doing that? I think not. The bar structures, I want to remind you all that 4 years ago, I made a presentation to put barges in the Homer Navigational Canal. Now, not only are we putting them in the Homer Navigational Canal, we're putting them in various other areas. And we're not doing a good enough job with that, and not fast enough. We are in hurricane season now. We are not protected. There's nothing that any one of y'all or levee board can show us on paper that's going to offer us some substantial protection in the next 5 years. I would ask you all not to support the levee board in this, and not to support any other funding with the levee board until the levee board starts making its presentations on TPTV, until it starts literally showing the public the meetings, showing the public how they're spending our money, and that goes for you all too, how you all are spending our money, and that each and every meeting be given a certain amount of time to be played. And if they're not played, some kind of accountability, again, should be had. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Lambert?
Yes, sir. To address Mr. Berg on the sinking problem,
Sure, ma'am, go ahead.
long time ago when they were building the Mississippi River levee from Baton Rouge to the Gulf, they was experiencing, this was in the 20s and 30s, and they was experiencing the same problems we have with sinking. And one of the ways they solved the problem was they started making these big 12 by 12s creosote, and they made mats, like dragline mats, and they put them together, and they pile of dirt on top of them to make the high Mississippi River levee. But they couldn't keep up with creosoting, so they decided to stop creosoting and just put them down untreated. They were cypress trees. So they were doing that, and then they had more and more construction going on, and they couldn't keep up with cutting the trees 12 by 12 and making the mats. So what they did, they decided that would slow them down too much. They just started cutting the trees whole and cleaning off the limbs and putting down the trees, the cypress trees, for the base of the Mississippi River levee. And that's the base today, and that levee is standing tall, and it's been standing tall for a very long time, and that's the foundation of the Mississippi River levee. in the places where they had all the problems. That they got trees that are made like dragline mats under it, and that's how they supported that, and it's been holding up and still working as of today like that. So these problems go back a long ways, and it's not nothing new with the subsidence and sinking. They had to deal with that in the 20s and 30s. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lambert. Item 3, resolution concurring with the Terrebonne Levy and Conservation District Board regarding the preliminary design for various features for the Morganza to the Gulf Hurricane Protection Project and authorizing that the projects proceed. Mr. Clayton Voisin.
Yes, ma'am. If I may, Madam Chair, if I can get either Mr. Alford or Mr. DeGate up to the mic just briefly.
Mr. DeGate or Mr. Alford?
Yes, sir.
Your name and address first.
Jimmy DeGate, Assistant District Attorney and Attorney for the Terrebonne Levy and Conservation District, P.O. Box 4135, Homer.
Mr. DeGate, yeah, before voting on this, I just wanted to verify from you or the president of the Levy District that you guys did take a vote last night and there's unanimous vote that and concurred with the resolution. Is that correct?
That is my understanding. I actually was a little late for the meeting, but that did happen, yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
On your word. And just one other brief thing. To the best of your knowledge, sir, the expenditures are in line with local service agreement, which was done in 2001 between the Levy District and Terrebonne Parish, as best you know.
Yeah, sure. It's my opinion that it is. I mean, obviously, it's a situation where the Corps has kind of, if we go back to way back when this election was passed, I mean, we expected this project to be authorized. We expected federal money to be flowing in. It hasn't come. So we've kind of gone with the state. The state has matched us by giving $90 million to basically the $30 million. We think it's consistent with the agreement that we have signed with you guys and girls, and that's why we're moving forward. But that's why we're here, for your approval, because we want you to be on board with us. Y'all have been a great partner with us ever since the start of this. And we have decided and tried to keep you very informed of the project throughout the way, and that's what we're trying to do today. So it is my opinion in that regard. But let's make no mistake about it, because I want to be quite upfront with everybody. Federal credit, I mean, that's something that we're going to go for. We're going to try to get, but we're not going to make any guarantees to anybody. But we know that we're going to go ahead and move forward because we think that that's what you guys wanted, that's what the people wanted, and we're only doing it on the Morganza to the Gulf alignment that was approved by Congress, and that's the only place where we're doing anything. We're not spending any money anywhere else. It's all consistent with Morganza to the Gulf.
Thank you so much. And
Sure.
I'm not speaking for the entire council, but I can certainly tell you it's been a pleasure working with you and that board. The only thing I want to make sure, just like you and your board wants to make sure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. And we thank you guys so much for doing that with us. Thank you again. Madam Chair, with that, I'd move that we accept that resolution.
Motion by Mr. Clayton Voisin, unanimous second. Call for one light, Mr. Kevin Voisin.
I see a lot of members of the board in the audience, and I want to thank each and every one of you. I'll be honest, I don't know everybody's name, but I'll figure that out in time. But I just really appreciate the effort that's gotten us to putting dirt on the ground. It's a great day in Terrebonne. This room should be full, but usually it only fills up for bad news, not good news. I'll tell you what, there's no better news. We're moving forward, and I just really appreciate the effort that's got us there. We got a lot more to do. You know, it's excitement, but with accountability, because there's a whole lot of things on the bottom of this list that need to get up to the top. But thank you for the effort. Thank you for getting dirt on the ground, and I'm excited to support this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Voisin. There's a motion on the floor, unanimous second. Call for all those in favor. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Motion to adjourn, Mr. Pizzolata. Second by Mr. Tillman. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.